Hey fam, welcome back to Classy and Sassy. It's your girl Erica, and this week we are doing what we do best, balancing real life growth with just the right amount of reality TV mess. Many of us are in a season of change. We're soft hustling, protecting our peace, outgrowing some people, and still managing to keep up with the latest episode of Basketball Wives. So, yes, this episode is going to touch a little bit of everything. Grab your coffee, your wine, or your juice, and let's chat. I used to think if I was not burnt out, I wasn't doing enough. Like the hustle had to hurt to count. But that narrative, it's done. This summer, I'm choosing alignment, not exhaustion. I had a day last week where I actually did nothing but relax, read, drink good coffee, and I still got clarity on two different business ideas I want to implement. That reminded me rest is not the opposite of productivity, it's part of it. So I want you to ask yourself, what is draining you that you keep saying yes to? Where can you scale back without feeling guilt? What can you possibly automate, delegate, or just stop doing? Because hustle is fine, but if it's not aligned, it's just chaos. You can hustle and heal. You can build and rest. Your success isn't less valid because you didn't earn it through extreme burnout. Now, let's be honest. Saying that you are outgrowing people, it sounds cold until it happens to you. Until you're sitting at brunch around familiar faces, wondering why you feel drained instead of fulfilled. I've had people in my life who loved an older version of me. The always available, always agreeable version. And once I started choosing peace over performance, the energy changes. You know the people I mean. They always want something from you. The rest of the time, you don't even hear from them. It's like being in a room that used to fit, and now the walls are closing in. So here's your heart check. Can you be fully honest in that space? Do you leave conversations with them lighter or heavier? Are you growing together or are you simply tolerating each other? And it's not just people. Sometimes it's your hometown, your job, even your habits. That little voice that's saying this used to be enough, but it's not anymore. That's your evolution speaking. Outgrowing something, it doesn't mean you're better. It means you're simply different. And that's okay. You don't owe access to the 2025 version of you just because someone knew you in 2020. Now let's talk glow ups. I'm not talking about the Instagram aesthetic ones. I'm talking the real life, soul deep ones. I've been making some changes for the better and keeping those mostly to myself to see how they would work. So here are a few of my actual glow up habits that I've been implementing. Even when life is busy and even when my knees say absolutely not. Walking and gentle movement over extreme workouts. It just works better for me. Do what works for you. Trying to aim for a daily water goal. Right now, I'm aiming for somewhere between 75 and 100 ounces, which just really means I'm filling my tumbler at least 3 times a day. Because let's face it, I was going whole days and realizing I didn't drink any water today. I know coffee's made of water, but that does not count. I'm doing a morning reset, whether that looks like yoga or journal writing or just sitting in silence before I get started. I'm also trying to do a digital decluttering once a week, getting rid of the things that don't bring me value. I went through my entire TikTok this week and cleaned out all of the people I've made friends with at some point or followed at some point that really make me feel very negative or drain me. And I don't even know why I followed most of it. Some of them I think I gathered during some of those followed trains that women were doing to help each other. And a lot of them I had absolutely nothing in common, and I was just swiping by their material. Why do that when I can just remove some of it and make my focus when I am wasting time on social media be things that bring me education and elevation? And speaking of decluttering, I'm doing a physical one space in my home a week. Just made a nice long list of it a while back, and every week I make sure I hit one item, even if it's just a drawer. Saying no is a form of self-care. Stop agreeing to things you really don't want to do and that you do because it's just causing you undue stress. A glow up is all about peace. It's presence. It's doing what feels good, not just what looks good. Now, just as a bonus, let's flip it. Here's what I'm not doing anymore, since I'm telling you what I am. Even if it's trending, I'm no longer doing toxic productivity. Like feeling guilty for wanting to rest, or feeling like I'm not doing something right if I don't start my morning on time because I didn't sleep well the night before. Or forcing connections just for networking is another one. Yes, my business requires networking to be successful, both of them. But not everyone is going to be a good fit, or they're not all going to be someone you really want to do business with. What I'm also stopping is making myself small to make others feel comfortable. Been there, done there, got the t-shirt. Life is entirely too short to minimize who you are to make others feel better. Your glow up doesn't require suffering, just strategy. Now, let's get into the nonsense. Let's shift gears to the fun mess. This week's episode of Basketball Wives, the girls decided to take a trip to Hawaii. Why? I don't know. Because every time they do a girls trip, there's drama. They say they do it for connection, and there's always a fight. This trip includes multiple people not talking to each other simply based on what someone else said they heard. So you're mad about something you heard from a third party instead of making sure it's true? Why is the drama on this show still at high school level? I need someone to either start healing or start filming some spinoffs. It's too much and not enough at the same time. But we'll see how this trip continues with the next episode, since they only showed us a little of their arrival. If you are a Big Brother fan like I am, you will be happy to know the new season 27 is premiering this week, Thursday, July 10th. Now, that first episode is going to be 90 minutes. After the premiere, it will air on Sundays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And additionally, they are adding a new show featuring behind-the-scenes content called Big Brother Unlocked. It's going to be bi-weekly on Fridays, and that won't start until July 25th. Now, they've already dropped photos of the cast, ready to give you, a little hint of what's to come. The cast is giving potential, but I'm going to need some strategic alliances and some good gameplay. I'm hopeful. But if it turns into a waste of time, I'm out. Also, I will be absolutely judging silently from the couch while eating snacks and probably playing on Twitter, because that's my role. Quick tip before I go. If you need a mini reset this week, try doing a digital detox for just 24 hours. No endless scrolling, no comparison, just you, your thoughts, and maybe a journal. It works wonders. All right, that's a wrap on this week's episode. Whether you're soft hustling, letting go of old energy, or catching up on reality TV, I hope you feel seen, heard, and a little bit more aligned. DM me your soft hustle goal for the week. I'd love to hear it. And don't forget to rate and review. It helps more classy and sassy sisters find the show. Until next time, stay classy, stay sassy, and I'll talk to y'all next week.